Ever feel like your bank account is a leaking bucket? Like, no matter how much money you pour into it, it just disappears? Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to dig into the hidden habits that are keeping you poor. And here's a spoiler. It has almost nothing to do with the size of your paycheck.
Okay, let's just get right to it. I want to ask you a question. When you look at your finances, at your life, what's the first thing you think? It's probably something like, I just don't make enough money. I have an income problem. I mean, that seems like the most obvious answer, right?
But what if I told you that's not it? Not even close. The brutal truth is, for most of us, it isn't an income problem, it's a system problem. Your brain has literally been hijacked by a cycle that makes it physically impossible to build real, lasting wealth. And that whole cycle, it kicks off with a feeling you probably know way too well. We're calling it the money rapture. It's that sinking feeling you get just a few days after payday. Think about it. Payday feels amazing, doesn't it? It's like Christmas morning. You open your banking app, you see that healthy number, and for a second, you can actually breathe. But then, poof, by Wednesday, it's gone. Rent, car payment, a few harmless Amazon orders, that treat-yourself coffee, they've bled you dry. It's like your money was just raptured, vanished into thin air. So to really understand why this happens, we need to talk about two kinds of people, two core mindsets that really determine where you end up financially. The question is, are you a drifter or are you an architect? On this slide, you can see two totally different ways of operating in the world. On the left, you've got the drifter. They're run by emotion, reacting to whatever's in front of them, always chasing the next shiny object, the next status symbol. But then look at the architect on the right. They're not distracted. They run on systems, on logic. They're not trying to look rich. They're busy building assets that will actually make them rich. And this table just lays it out so perfectly. Look at the difference. On payday, the drifter feels rich, and boom, that treat-yourself impulse takes over. By Wednesday, the money's gone, and the stress is right back where it started. The architect? Totally different game. Their system is automated. The second that paycheck hits, money is automatically moved into investments. They pay themselves first. By Wednesday, their system is just humming along in the background, building wealth while they're not even thinking about it. You see, the drifter has this buffet mentality. They chase whatever is popular, trying a little of this, a little of that, but they never get truly great at any one thing. And this is why they get stuck in what the source calls 30,000 view jail. They never have a real breakout success because they're addicted to the quick hit of trying something new. The architect, on the other hand, they use the Moneyball Method. They don't care about the flashy, popular stuff everyone else is fighting over. Nope. They're looking for those hidden gems, the high-demand, low-supply opportunities that nobody else sees. They're quietly building real assets, not just a flashy lifestyle.
So what's really going on here? Why are these two mindsets so worlds apart? Well, it goes way deeper than just habits. We're actually talking about a neurological divide, something called the dopamine power gap. It all comes down to this thing in your brain called your dopamine baseline. Think of it as the minimum level of excitement or stimulation your brain needs to actually feel engaged and motivated to do, well, pretty much anything. And here's the problem. Every single time you get sucked into these hidden habits, mindless scrolling on social media, those little impulse buys, chasing small fake rewards, you are physically changing your brain. You are jacking up that baseline, making it higher and higher, meaning you need more and more stimulation just to feel normal.
This chart shows you exactly what happens. The stimulation you get from a short-term high, like a viral video, is maybe a 90 out of 100. But the stimulation from a long-term wealth-building task, like, say, researching an investment or planning a budget, is maybe a 25. When your baseline is sky high, your brain literally cannot find the motivation to do these essential but boring tasks.
And the result is absolutely devastating. When your dopamine baseline is too high, the productive work that's required to build wealth feels like actual agony. You're not lazy. Your brain has been rewired to resist the very things that would set you free.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one. But the good news is you can fix it. You can close that power gap. Let's look at the architect's solution, a clear, actionable plan to take back control of your brain and your bank account.
It's a simple 3-step wealth reset. First, we have to get your brain back to normal by lowering that dopamine baseline. Second, we're going to find those surprisingly simple, high-demand opportunities, what the source calls hot dog opportunities. And finally, we build a system around them so you can stop trading your time for money.
Step 1 is a 7-day detox. That's it. For 1 week, you have to cut out the high-stimulation distractions. No mindless scrolling, no little fake rewards. What this does is it retrains your brain, it re-ages your focus, and it makes productive work feel engaging again. You're literally using repetition to become the person you want to be.
Now, once your brain is reset, you'll start to see things clearly. This is where you use the icon method. You stop trying to sell gourmet food in a market that's already oversaturated. Instead, you hunt for those niches where demand is massive, but the supply is, frankly, pretty mediocre. Find the people who are getting huge results with tiny audiences. That right there, that's your treasure map. And finally, step 3 is where you stop treating your time for labor. You systematize everything. You build a repeatable process, maybe using AI tools, maybe just simple templates to produce value without burning yourself out. And then you stack your income sources. Don't just rely on one. A real asset should make you money from multiple angles, like ads and affiliate links, so it's working for you 24/7.
And that really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. Success isn't magic and it's not a lottery ticket. It's a science. And at the very heart of that science is a simple truth. Consistency is everything. It is the only real difference between massive success and total failure. So I'll leave you with this final question. Think about it. Are you going to keep being a drifter, just repeating the same week over and over and over again? Or are you ready to install a new system, reset your brain, and finally become the architect of your own life? The choice is yours.